heating and air repair companies busy. KLTV7's Vanessa Johnson has tips tonight that may save you money and possibly a headache.
With low temperatures lingering and more people staying at home, there has been an increase in the number of homes with HVAC issues. Jeffrey Bounds, the general manager at Strickland Plumbing and HVAC, says so far they are receiving a majority of no heat calls.
One of the biggest problems is your units are working overtime.
Trying to maintain a consistent warm temperature throughout the home can put a strain on the HVAC system. Bounds says there can be multiple reasons for a system failure, but the most common is poor maintenance.
When you get weather down like this, is the equivalent of having 110-degree heat. So it's very important to have your unit maintained properly.
To avoid or at least lower your chances for issues, a few prevention methods are to clean your filters, maintain a clean area around your outside condenser unit, and schedule regular maintenance appointments with a professional. Following these and other prevention methods can save you the time and money.
It's very important to follow those prevention methods because the influx of calls that we're seeing right now, unfortunately, we may not be able to get you that day.
These added costs with the price of inflation, it affects everyone.
Another great tip is to know your HVAC system. Knowing what type it is, how to maintain it, and understanding the issues once they happen can also help. Vanessa Johnson, KLTV 7 News.
Something to note here, they expect to see an increase in the number of calls for broken pipes and plumbing issues tomorrow once we begin to thaw out. Well, the list of schools closing tomorrow continues to grow. The very latest coming up.